Hello, my little ponies. I'm Starlight, and today I'm holding my first Q&A. Today's all questions came from Susami-chan, or Sasa-Michan. I'm probably slaughtering this, but there should be a spelling there for you. So if you know him, go check out the channel. He sent in a lot of questions. He's very curious. And so I'm going to answer his questions to the best of my ability. His first question is, what are your favorite episodes for A Question in History? My favorite would probably have to be, Season 4 opener. I like to actually be able to see the fight between them. Although it seems like we didn't actually get to see it build. You know, it was just bam, Nightmare Moon, bam, straight to the moon. But my second favorite would probably have to be the one about the Crystal Empire. We always learn about, we learn little tidbits about the history of, of Equestria, but we don't usually learn about the history of other nations, which I find very fascinating. The next question is, what is Hero's OC story in which she get along with other military OCs like Blue Star or Phobos Equestrian? I don't know Blue Star, but I have watched some of Phobos Equestria. I actually think I'm subscribed to him. My OC's backstory, I actually have a video for it. It's my backstory and two other YouTubers' backstories that are MLP related. So go check out OC History and you can get an extensive version of my OC's history. It's the last one. But I can tell you this, my OC was a special forces for Equestria. We majored in trying to keep the peace. That was our main goal. We were unicorns, Pegasus, and Earth ponies who had special talents that were considered useful to the country, but too dangerous to not really keep eyes on. My main job right now is to keep an eye out on Twilight Sparkle. As for getting along with them, I get along with military just fine. And I'm sure if we had a discussion, we could get along and have a discussion. Next one. Is your OCs inspired by Kimmy Sparkle? I don't know who Kimmy Sparkle is. Next one. In your headcanon, as well as from the show, what kind of weapons and defenses exist in Equestria? This one also goes along with, do you agree with Inkrose's headcanons? I like Inkrose. I like your headcanon ideas, but I'd also like to think that in a magical world where they can taste the rainbows with Equestria, that there is some form of shooting weapons. Maybe their lances can be enchanted to have magical spells to inflict more damage. I like to think there are guns, but at the same time I like to think not, because I like to think of Equestria as being a very pure country. But yes, there are things like cannons and apparently very large cannon sentinel things that Cheese Sandwich can get apparently in ready supplies. The next question is, what are your headcanons, including only ones different from Inkro's question I just asked? For Star Swirl, King Sombra, Discourse, the parents of the main six, the EUP Guard, the Elements of Harmony, Celestia, Luna, Cadence, Sunset, Shimmer, and anything else you have a good idea of for the history about. Okay. I like to think that Star Swirl, who was long back a time ago, he settled in Equestria. He helped bring education, school. He studied vast amount of information, came up with a lot of spells. But I don't believe he's Discord. He was old and a grumpy man and wasn't able to understand the importance of friendship. King Sombra Now, this is just my headcanon. I believe King Sombra and Luna were in love. They were the king and princess that the love potion or love poison was given to. King Sombra became obsessive, and in order to give his beloved Luna more and more, he enslaved his people to give her more and more. Now, when the love potion was actually broken, King Sombra had already had evil tainted into his heart due from the evil deeds he did to give more to his beloved Princess Luna. After this, Luna was forced to her and her sister were forced to use the elements of harmony to save the Crystal Empire, and it was banished for 1,000 years. This was the first onset of Luna actually having hard feelings towards her sister. For eons they ruled in peace and harmony, but her sister forcing her hoof in order to send away King Sombra, even though he was bad, broke Luna's heart. And this allowed her to be perceptible to the evil magic that later turned into Nightmare Moon. That takes out of Sombra and Luna. Okay, the next one was Discord. Discord is a magical being. He was born that way. He has great powers to control elements and natural elements and other things like that. He is a powerful being. He just likes to have fun. He's he's gone from being chaotic evil to chaotic neutral. I don't think he's gone to chaotic good yet. He's still in the iffy range there. The parents of the main six? Alright, we have Seed, Twilight, Sparkle's parents. We know she has a brother. We have also have seen Rarity's parents, although I think her dad might be an Earth Pony. We have yet to see Applejack's parents. We are believed that they are dead due to the shooting star thing. I'd like to know more about that backstory. We already know about her siblings. Then we have Fluttershy, who I believe parents were so ashamed of her that they barely communicated with her, and that when she flunked flight school, they disowned her. Rainbow Dash parents are obviously very wealthy for the fact that a simple weather pony can afford a huge mansion with flowing rainbow falls. They might be dead and have left her inheritance. I'm not sure about that one. Let's see. I covered Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, Pinkie Pie. We know about Pinkie Pie already. We've seen her parents. I believe she just has problems communicating with them because they're all stiff and she's all, fun. But I believe her powers of Earth Pony Tingly Pinkie Sense was passed down from her by her beloved mother. That takes out the parents. What's up next? EUP Guard. They are the guards that are there today. They are split up into 3 groups: Pegasus, Earth Pony, and unicorns. I believe the unicorns' job are to cast magical spells to help protect the nation, maybe enchant weapons. The Earth Pony Guards are to use brute strength. They probably use weapons like cannons and the magically enhanced lances. The Pegasus have probably different branches as do the others, where the main special forces is the Wonderbolts. There's probably a separate branch of just localized Pegasus that help keep air peace and stuff. The elements of harmony, I believe, we know the elements of harmony came from the tree. They are back in the tree and they make a cool rainbow thing. Celestia. Princess Celestia has learned through years and decades that by manipulating in a peaceful way, she's capable of getting people to do what she wants and get them to where she wants without having to order them about. This gives her great wisdom, but it also makes her a total troll and can be very aggravating at times. Cadence, we already know. Read the book, Cadence. You know the backstory. She got expelled from the Crystal Empire and was raised in a village, and she can spread love, and she was a Pegasus that got turned into an alicorn. Yay! Sunset Shimmer! Sunset Shimmer was also able to cast enough magical spell and give off enough magic that Princess Celestia thought that she would be a good candidate for her main student. And apparently Sunset Shimmer was good, but she was impatient and greedy. And anything else and then there's anything else you have a really good idea of history about. Okay. Honestly, I don't believe the whole Equestria has been in peace under 1,000-year reign. Look at all the stuff that happens. Obviously, there hasn't been war, but obviously stuff has gone down. And the fact that, what is it? God, that superhero girl that Rainbow Dash fangirls about. The G.I. Joe pony. That one, obviously, Celestia keeps an eye on her. And so, yeah. What are the names of the main 6 when they were originally created and pitched to Hasbro before the show started? Well, I know that Rainbow Dash was supposed to be Firefly, or Flash Sentry. I don't really know much about the names. I'm not the kind of fan that really goes into the show too much. What ponies have appeared in both G4 and at least one of the G1, G2, or G3, and how have they changed? First off, all the ponies that are in G4 have appeared in the earlier shows. Their personalities have changed. Personally, I prefer G1 over G2 or G3 because that's the one I grew up with. I don't know if that was the one that was airing, but I had it on VHS at my grandparents' house, and I liked it. It was reminiscent of G4, really. I mean, the fantasy setting, and hey, there was Spike. So, yay for that. Yay. And yeah, I can tell you that Rainbow Dash and Rarity's personalities were basically switched for G4. And Applejack was actually the main character. And I actually took my name, Starlight Sparkle, for my OC from the first generation. Oh yeah? Starlight was the pony that brought the human into Ponyland. Woo! Next question. What do you like about previous generations? As I stated before, I love Generation 1. It's a lot of fun. All the ponies basically have similar personalities. I can't stand Generation 2 because they're just too girly. And Generation 3 is just painful. But Generation 1 is worth a watch. What do you like about I already did that one. What would you like to see in the future of MLP or in the future of MLP franchises? Well, I think that I would like to see them be able to build more relationships and just expand the circle instead of just focusing on the main 6. Introduce more characters to be the focus, like Bon Bon or Doctor Who's or Derpy, although we probably won't get Derpy to be a focus. But have more characters because eventually you're going to run out of stories for the main 6. Do you think MLP Fim can keep Do you think MLP Fim can keep running good plots on the main 6, or do you think they'll evolve beyond the ability to tell new stories about them? If so, who would you be good new main 6 characters? Okay, as I stated before, Bon Bon, Derpy, Lyra, maybe focus on Cadence and Luna, Celestia, or I don't know, there's a lot of people. Or hey, they could come up with 6 completely new characters, 6 little fillies, and we could watch them grow up. Next question, what's your favorite Granny Smith fact? Okay, the world's scariest cave is in Equestria. And it's on a little river. Like, there's no guards to keep people from going in there or to keep things from coming out. Come on, Granny Smith. What was the most mind-blowing, amazing reveal that helped build the world history of Equestria and of the ponies? The fight between Celestia and Luna. Next question. What else can you assume about Equestria history based on lines said on the show or events that happened in episodes? Consider any small bit of information that canon or drew from that can make a conclusion. And for that, I tell you to go check out Ink Rose's stuff, people. She has great headcanons. I do not come up with great headcanons except for the one about Princess Luna and King Sombra. So, with that, my little ponies, I am shining out. Like, subscribe, comment, leave questions for my Q&A. If you have something that you want to be discussed as a fan chat, leave that below. So, yeah, hope you liked. Starlight Pony, shining out.